Hello. Hello, this is Priyanshu Choubey, Assistant Professor of Suresh Gyan Vihar University. Today we will going to talk about it fundamental concept of soil and also basic information about soil science. So let's see what is a soil and what types of concept are included in soil science. Soil's fundamental concepts. The soil is a perspective, a fundamental knowledge of soil uh, science is a prerequisite to meeting the many nature resource challenges that will face humanity in the 21st century. It is also a true that the study of soils can be both uh, fantastic, and intellectually satisfying. It is in the soils that we are able to observe all of the principle of biology, chemistry, and physical at work. It is the understanding of this principle which enables us to minimize the degradation and destructions of of our most important natural resource. So soil much or our life activity and pursuit or related to the and influenced by the behavior of the soil around our houses, road, spikes, and sewage disposal system, airports, parks, farm, forest, school, and shopping center. It is essentially that conservation professional understand the soils on which we build and design and works in any field of natural resource. It is important to understand the soil properties which impact the applications of technology as well as use it to preserve and protect our most basic natural resource, our soil. Let's see a soil definition and what is a soil and what is the meaning of soil. So first we see a soil. Soil means what, x means what, o means what, and I means l means what. So soil means, so if we define our soil, soil, so s means sustainable, o means organic, I means infinity, and l means livelihood. So that is a complete definition of and complete meaning of soil. So we have a several definition of soil depending on the disciplines providing the definitions. uh, uh, so many departments are included in a soil definitions, like geological, civils, traditionals, and components definitions. Uh, Definitions terms earth, land, and the soil convey different meanings. Refers to a section on definition that the end of the definitions, not not with understanding that each expression in some way has a filler elegance to other in a term of the evolutions, genesis, and the functions. Hereafter, these terms are used interchangeably. It is only being done with the understanding that whether it is earth, land, or soil all offer common ecological services like agriculture, forestry, climate regulations, and goods for the benefits of main kinds. Uh, prehistoric Hindu culture relates maximum with soil, Earth Veda, and AV deadline 1000 BC as per NAN 2012. Which are perhaps that oldest commandments on the main relevance to soil. Uh, uh, in Slokas versus in the Bahu in the Prithvi Sukta, which are the perhaps oldest commandments on a main relevance or to a soil. The fundamental dictum described the soil as a mother and all human her children. Earth has some 25 synonyms, perhaps the largest in any other culture and language. These are divided into three main functions, and under each main functions, Earth has individually sub names. So, main function of earth provider of services and welfare, bhumi, Hindu earth, a goddess, a huge having a strength, stamina and will, like zodiac signs. So dharti, nursing mother, and Dhatri, Jantri, birthplace or of all living. So, sustainer of a living, Dhara, who supports mankind and preserver of all, enricher of valuable positions, Ratna Garbha, Abba, uh, Ratnavati, it means abounding is in gems and the jewels. So, definition of partly what was pronounced about the function of earth, the thousand interpretation of the sukta some 300 years back also holds a good in the modern terms. Earth was and continuous to provides a service and the commodities for the extents of mankind, sustaining life and living and uh, possession of valuable geo wealth, and like Indians for Indonesia also earth in mother. In fact, earth is the national personifications of Indonesia, where is it is designate Ibu Prithvi, Mother Earth. The word soil is divided from a Latin term solum, which stand from a ground, the true seat of soil forming process. Expressions of soil and solum are not interchangeable. They convey different messages. Solum is upper part of the soil profile, A and B horizon, where the soil includes the unweathered rocks and zone, also a sea horizon, and geographically, soil means make a dirty for for a commoner, soil, therefore, is what render their belonging unclean medium on which crops grow. Any animal supports system thrives. It what farmers recognize soil for a real estate agent trade in soil business by area with the main object of the uh, positioning their clients building and the infrastructure. Soil scientists describe soil as a natural body divided from a decay of soil and three-dimensional multi-phasing entity made up of fluid minerals of rocks and organic matter living and dead water and air. So any is stop tropic having a different properties across directions and supports plants growth which is sensitive to certain properties conditions and management interventions. So geological definition, if we see so loose surface of the earth and disintegrates from the soil, solid breakdown support plant life not required additional definition. The material which nourish and the support growing plants includes rocks, water zone and even area, all of the which are the cable of the supporting plant life. And component definition, a mixture of mineral matter and organic matter, water and the air. Example, loamy soil, 40% of mineral matter available and 5% organic matter, 25% water and 25% air. Soil health and soil quantity, also important and sustainable development of agriculture. Soil that is able to optimal perform provide above listed economical and ecological functions and services said to be in good health or quality. Soil health is inversible interchanged with the term soil quality. The Ponya textbook on soil science, the nature and the properties of soil, the 14th edition, which is Nancy Bradley A and the RR well 2013, describe the concept of the soil health and soil quality. According these editions and textbook, although these terms are the often used synonymously, they involve two distinct concepts. The soil health refers to self-regulations, stability, and resilience and lack of stress symptoms in a soil and as a ecosystem. A soil had described the biological integrity of the soil community, the balance among organism which within a soil and between soil organism and their environment. Soil health concept involves the integrations of the physical, chemical, and biological properties of soil and role of this harmonious blend on plant growth and the productivity. Cited from FAO, uh, therm- uh, thermatic soil of a soil healthy soil, and soil health is the capacity of the soil to function as a living system with ecosystem and land use boundaries to sustain a plant and animal productivity, maintain or enhance the water air quality and the promote plant and the animal health. The Soil Science Society of America definition soil health as the capacity of a specific kind to function within a natural or managed ecosystem boundaries to sustain a plant and animal productivity, maintain or enhance water and air quality, and support human health and habitations. Soil texture, available water holding capacity, surface and subsurface compaction, soil structure, the aggregate stability, soil organic matter, libel or organic matter, soil respiration, soil fertility, and soil pathogens are measure of soil health. In all other three definitions, soil biota is a given 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 prominence in a functioning. This feature distinguishes term soil health from soil quality. Soil quality, therefore, in a constructs and is the term that more often is used to describe physical and chemical attributes of the soil and their place in plant growth, and yield. Mm, these characteristics range between a simple traits like a soil color to more complex property like a fertility and erodibility, and traits like a soil color or common complex property like a fertility and erodibility and compactability. Despite some suitable subtle difference in this topic, soil health and soil quality are used interchangeability. Uh, Anatomy of soil health and quality is a soil degradation. Since soil is a good health, quality productivity, degradation in health quality and purely from productivity standpoint. Each soil has and innate productivity capacity. Human include use and management have a pronounced influence in sustaining a soil in an innate productive capacity. Its function of maintaining biosphere integrity, typically climate change, and in promoting a plant and animal health from an economic agronomic angles. Symptoms of soil and falling health and show falling health. So for fail in output without fall in import. Um, and both in kind and quantity fall in use efficiency of inputs, excess and suboptimal build up the certain elements of productivity, loss of resilience or the ability to recover from shock, and presence fall in growth and rate of the uh, production system. uh, uh, soil taxonomy. Soil taxonomy collection collection of natural body and bodies and the earth surface place. Earth surface in place the modify or even made by a man and earthy materials connecting laying and matter on supporting or capable of the supporting plants out of doors. Its upper limit is air and shallow water at its managing at a grade too deep water or to marine areas of rocks or ice. Its lower limit is the lower limit of biological activity, which generally considers with the common routing depth of native perennial plants, the depth to which is soil bathing has been effective or both. All on all count, man is responsible of both as the portion of the landscape collection of the natural bodies occupying a portion of the earth and surface that the support plants and that have a property due to integrated effect of the climate and the living matter acting upon the parent material has um, conditions by a relief over the period of the time. So start from soil taxonomy. Before, let's see some terminology here, like a compaction defines aeration structure, bulk density, root penetration, compaction, uh, fertility means ability to supply essential nutrient and ability to supply essential nutrient and sufficient amount and a right proportion need for optimum crop growth. Erodibility means describe the vulnerability of soil to a water and wind erosion. And soil biology means illustrate undisturbed state of native useful soil biology, which is responsible for a mobilization of nutrient for sustaining natural nutrient cycle and regulations of climate. Chemical composition presented as a state of a harmful chemical or availability of essential nutrient. So here is some terminology related to soil taxonomy. These attribute are the elements that define soil health. Quality refers to an earlier section, and it one or the other way are regulated by a dynamic of soil organic carbon decrease has a negative effect and the rise influence in a positive way. Maintaining soil in good health is associated directly with the sustainable development of agriculture. Like example, sustaining tempo of productivity growth without a need for an unnecessary input or additional investment to sustain it. This also means a good soil health ensures not non production of negative outputs like climate change or rise in contaminants and pollutants, assuring thereby a sustainable growth of agriculture in all aspect. uh, Soil taxonomy. Let's see now our soil taxonomy. Soil taxonomy compresses system of soil classifications. The USDA, United States Development Agriculture Society soil classification system was developed through several approximations from 1951 onwards. The seventh approximations was published in 1960 and through a series of four supplements from 1965 and 68 and was finally published as a soil taxonomy in 1975. The US soil taxonomy is based on the measurable soil property. Although the system depth from the genetic classification and properties that are the result of soil genesis and the chosen and differentiated because this carry the maximum number of accessories properties and have a geographic mm, implications of susceptibility to mapping. The nomenclature of soil taxonomy is coined largely from Greek and Latin roots and fit in any modern European language without a translations. The name of each taxon clearly indicates the place of taxon in the system and cannot can connotes some of its most important properties. The system accommodates integrates at subgroups level. Soil taxonomy was adopted in India 1969. 1969 to classify the soil in India, and since then it has been introduced in the course curriculum of Agriculture University from teaching soil science. Since then, the pedologists in India classify the soil as per a US taxonomy and contribute immensely to develop rational to the classification of tropical soils. So, soil taxonomy features. Soil taxonomy has many features. The compressive system is based on measurable soil properties. Soil classes were defined in term of present soil property. The system considerable. All such properties which affect uh, mm, affect soil genesis or all the outcome of soil genesis. The nomenclature were made using coined word derived many Greek and Latin word. Greek and Latin word. A new category like subgroups has been introduced to define the central concept of grade groups and integrates in order to express clearly that as while are quantum with gradual change in many properties. One can remember individual groups of the object without undue taxing of the human memory. Now, first one in according to soil taxonomy, first feature is diagnostic horizon. That is most important. Diagnostic horizons. Uh, Diagnostic horizon. Diagnostic horizon. Diagnostic horizon, a brief mention of important diagnostic surface and subsurface horizon as used in the system is made here. The diagnostic surface horizon are called epidons. Epidons means epidermis. That is a Greek word. That is a Greek word meaning as epidermis means skin or padon soil. Padon soil. It means epidon includes includes the upper parts of the soil darkened by organic matter. So epidons includes the upper part of soil darkened by organic matter. uh, eight epidon brings in diagnostic horizons: molic, ambric, anthropic, orchic, melanic, and holistic, histic, and pelagian and are recognized, but only three epidons, molic and orchic and ambric, are of importance in Indian soil. uh, Diagnostic surface horizon: epidons, anthropic epidons, Greek word anthropikox, it means human being. Color same or molic ambric, color same as a molic and ambric. Development by a human altered or transport materials, which are artifacts and human liters. Thickness is less than 25 centimeter and value in zero point 0.7. Second one is plastic. Plastic epidont, Greek folia means a leaf layer with a high organic matter saturated with water for less than 30 days, and bulk density less than 0.1 milligram meter cube, or organic carbon 8 to 16% depending on a clay content. Histic epidon or histose means tissue his tissue uh, greater than 20 to 30% organic matter depending on the clay, and 30 per days water is saturated. Thickness less than 30 centimeter if drained, and the 45 centimeter if not drained. Melanic epidon, Greek word melon is a means black. A thick black horizon with a high organic carbon associated with the andic properties and melanic index. Molic epidons, a Latin word mollis. Mollis means soft. Surface 18 centimeter content and less, greater than 1% organic matter and dark colored, and value less than 5, and chroma less than 3. Saturated, neither massive nor hard. Maybe saturation less than greater than 50 centimeter, 50%, and moist less than greater than 3 month, and value 0.7. Orchic epidon, Greek word oros, pale, and light in color, and value greater than 5, moisture greater than 3, dry, and less than 1% organic matter, hard or very hard when dry, and do not qualify for any other horizon. Pelegron epidon, Greek pelegron, short man-made horizon, and 50%, 50 centimeter thick, and 0.6% organic carbon, and moist 3 month. And ambric epidon, Latin amber, shade means shade, similar to Molic, but 50% base saturated, uh, saturated and moisture 9 month per year. Diagnostic subsurface, diagnostic subsurface horizon. Subsurface diagnostic horizons are formed below the soil surface. Below the soil surface, subsurface. So agric horizon layer filled formed under plow layer is dark lamellar and Dartic horizon 50 centimeter thick with the 5 centimeter more calcium carbonate, calcium sulfate, and anthride color hue and 5 by and chroma 1 or 2 and value is a 5 7 to 8. Calcaric calcalic Latin and calcic lime and alluvial horizon and calcium carbonate accumulation and greater than 15 centimeter thick and not cemented, 50 centimeter or more calcium carbonate in soil and greater than 5% calcium carbonate then underlaying a layer. Latin word duros and hard and subsurface horizon cemented by the silicon oxide air dry pads do not slack in water but in a hot potassium hydroxide. Glossic horizon and Greek glossa and tongue you remnant of an Argelic and the Kindic horizon from which clay and free iron oxide were the removed of 5 centimeter. Kindic horizon modified the form kinds and allergic horizon with or without clay skins and dominate low activity clay soils. Mm. Cation exchange capacity less than 16 and exchangeable cation exchange capacity greater than 12 cmol kg per inverse of clay and oxic horizon French word oxide and greater than 30 centimeter thick high content of low charge mineral and cation exchange capacity and exchangeable cation exchange capacity in 60 and 12 centimeter small kg per inverse clay. No algeric horizon. uh, Patro gypsum horizon, Greek word Petra rocks and gypsic strongly cemented 5 less than, greater than 5 thick gypsum horizon and symboric horizon, alveol humus horizon with the color and base saturation and ambric capidon. Albic horizon, Latin word albus and white alveol horizon and white centimeter thick formed um, by a light colored sand silt. Alderic horizons, clay enriched horizons. With the clay skins and clay films, clay contain various with the clay of the layer above 15 centimeter of the at least 1 by 10th of upper horizon depends on a texture. So cambic Latin. Cambic, Latin cambic and to exchangeable color and structure of B horizon formed due to a physical movement of chemical and weathering 50 centimeter thick and for zipan lateral fragilis brittles and pain. 15 a layer of 15 centimeter thick brittle when moist and hard when dry air dry fragments skulk in water. Gypsic horizon, Latin gypsum, and 15 centimeter thick horizon and gypsum enrichment and 5 gypsum. Then other horizon, Nartic horizon and Nartem sodium. Argelic horizon with prismatic or columnar structure. Exchangeable sodium percentage greater than 15, more exchangeable sodium, magnesium and calcium, plus exchangeable acidity pH 8.2. And calcaric soil, rocks and calcaric are hard 10 centimeter thick calcic horizon, and roots cannot be penetrated. Salic horizon or salt enriched horizon, 15 centimeter thick, electrical conductivity saturated extract greater than 30 decimen, product of saturated extract, and thickness in the centimeter greater than 900. Sodic horizon, alluvial horizon of free saxo oxides and oxygen, organic matter, greater than 85% spodic materials, and greater than 2.5 centimeter thick. Other diagnostic characteristics and horizon for soil: the andic soil properties, presence of significant amount of alphone, amygdaloid, and ferrihydride or aluminum humus complex, and secondary carbonates, calcium carbonates that have been formed in the soil, not form a parent material. Lithiological discontinues significance change in particle size and mineralogy within a soil. Paleontine, humus poor, saxo oxide rich, red horizon, which hardness and reversible iron stone. Weatherable minerals, all two ratio 1 type minerals, except aluminium, interlayered chloride and sand, and silt sized minerals. Acute condition soil, experiencing continuous periodic saturations and reduction, indicated by the red oxymorphic features. Pre-morphosed soil materials remains below 0 degree for less than 2 years. Coefficient of linear extensibility, coefficient of a linear extensibility, ratio of difference between the ratio of a difference between a moist health at 30 kp moisture or filled capacity, or a dry length ld, to its dry length is that moisture of filled capacity minus dry length upon a dry length. Linear extensibility, it is a product of thickness and uh, coal of a particular horizon, and it sum up to 100 centimeter or silver. And value means and value, it is used to predict a degree of subsidence It is used to predict a degree of subsidence. It is A means 0.22 R upon L plus 3H. A means water in the filled conditions. R means silt and sand, and L means clay, and H means organic matter and value. So, uh, silken sides, polished and grooved surface developed by one soil mass sliding over another. Common in common in a swelling clay soils. Silkiness and polished and the grove surface developed by one soil mass sliding over another, common in swelling clay soil. Cryoturbation means mixing of the soil by a forced mm, uh, running. Uh, um, Turbation means a mixing of soil by a forced running. Lithic context means a boundary between a soil and consolidate material rocks below. A lithic contact means a boundary between a soil and consolidate material rocks below. Sulfuric horizon means mineral or organic soil with a pH. Sulfuric horizon means a mineral or soil organic with a pH less than 3.5 due to presence yellow mottles or Jorocytes, like formula in bracket KF 3 in bracket OH6 and sulfur oxides bracket close. And soil taxonomy, second is soil moisture soil moisture regimes, SMR also. uh, mm, Soil moisture regimes, the SMR refers to the presence or absence of plant available water in the soil during the year. So refers the presence or absence of water, plant available, the presence or absence of plant available water in the total soil during year. The soil moisture control sections is defined by an upper boundary equal to the depth to which dry soil will be moisturized by a 2.5 centimeter of water within 24 hours. So uh, and a lower boundary equal to the depth to which dry soil will be moisturized by 7.5 centimeter of water within a 48 hours, like soil moisture control section and depth models based on the particle size. particle size, based on a particle size modified from the Shagel 1996. Soil moisture regimes is used to determine the placement of soil at the suborders level. A brief of soil moisture regimes, soil temperature regimes. Third one, soil temperature regimes. The soil temperature regimes are range of soil temperature within which biological activity to different degree prevail. Soil temperature within which biological activity different degree prevail. So at freezing limits and the higher temperature, the biotic activity are severely restricted. The classes of a soil temperature regime are calculated at the depth of 50 centimeters